Hi, we are from Group Manggis, where presents about Malaysia Airlines that we have chosen. First, I will introduce myself and my group members. My name is Laurena Jatot Anak Ulo, Dayang Nur Haziqah binti Awang Sabu, Uzma Fazana binti Suhaili, Rafidah binti Ibrahim, and Christina Celengga Anak Jantai. Our first slide is introduction. Malaysia Airlines Berhad is the primary airlines of Malaysia. From the report, the strategic management of Malaysia Airlines is analysed. In the strategic management of Malaysia Airlines, the globalization exchange and influence most of the corporation's activities. But with their strategic and human resource plannings will solve the negative factors that can influence the organizations. So we had chosen Malaysia Airlines for our group project because it is related to our chapter 2 that we have learned in class. Next is company background. Malaysia Airlines System Berhad is known as Malaysia Airlines System. Malaysia Airlines System is founded in 1947 as Malaysia Airways, but the company exchange its name as Malaysia Airlines System in 1 October 1972. The company of Malaysia Airlines Berhad commenced operation as the national carrier on 1 September 2015 when Malaysia Airlines System was dissolved from Bursa Malaysia in 2014. MAB wholly owned by subsidiaries which is Firefly since April 2007, Mas Wings since October 2007, and Amal Service commencement October 2018. Malaysia Airlines has a freighter fleet operated by Mas Cargo and the manager freighter flights and aircraft cargo hold capacity for all passengers. The type of their aircraft Malaysia using Swiss is Airbus A330-200 and A330-300, also Boeing 737-400, 800 and 400. The Malaysia Airlines embodies in the incredible diversity of Malaysia, capturing its rich traditions, culture, cushions, and warm hospitality on their board. History of Malaysia Airlines. Malaysia Airlines was established from a joint initiative and venture with Imperial Airways and the Ocean Steamship Company of Liverpool. In 1937, 12 October, the agreement had resulted the incorporation of Malaysia Airlines Limited, which is the pioneer company for airline industry in Malaysia. In 1963, the airline company had altered its name to Malaysia Airlines Limited (MAL). It is directly becomes a first national carrier of the country. In 1965, Malaysia had unfavorable situations, which is the Malaysia Airlines Limited become a binational airline in the future, renamed as Malaysia Singapore Airlines. In 1973, the partner went separate, where they can lead to the formations of Malaysia Airlines, which serve the country till today. Last but not least is Malaysia Airlines flies almost 50,000 passengers daily and cover more than 65 destinations and cover across 6 continents while operating from its primary hub at Kuala Lumpur International Airport. The visions of Malaysia Airlines is first is an airline uniquely renowned for its personal touch, warmth and efficiency. Second, airline vision is to be the world's 5-star value carrier. Next is to be the airline of excellence. And the last one is going beyond expectations. The mission of Malaysia Airlines is to provide a travel and transport service that ranks among the best in terms of safety, comfort, and Malaysia Airlines one of the leading standard bearers of the airline industry in terms of safety, efficiency, and quality of service to be profitable airline. Next is objective of Malaysia Airlines. Highest level of safety. Second is certified legal requirements. Operations are conducted in the most efficient manner. Next is drive structural cost management, ability to map efficiency and each area of operations. Last one is position as benchmark in the aviation industry. Next slide, I will pass to my group members is Haziqah.
Thank you, Laurena. Hi, my name is Haziqah binti Awang Sabu. I am the second presenter. I am going to explain about SWOT analysis, which is the internal analysis and the external analysis. Malaysia Airlines is known as one of the best leading brand in airline sector. The SWOT analysis of Malaysia Airlines' objective is to analyze the internal analysis such as the strength and the weaknesses, and also the external analysis such as the opportunities and threats as their benchmark to compete with the other competitors in the business. In strength, one of the biggest strengths of Malaysia Airlines are they are one of the most popular airline because it has been successful in continuing non-stop flight from several different cities all around the world. It is proven when they has extensive operation in South Asia, Middle East, Australia, and the other global destinations. Besides, the company also has strong brand recall and visibility of Malaysia Airlines due to excellent advertising and marketing, which also has made it to enter every restricted market as well. Thus, it is a huge strength of this company. Next is the weaknesses. The weaknesses of Malaysia Airlines is the company has intense competition, which means limited market share. It is also because of the company has proved itself very sensitive to the equity market, which is not a good sign because it lowers the earning per share, thus creating unsatisfied shareholder. Other than that, Malaysia Airlines exercised a financial restructuring which resulted badly, and thus the company bear huge cost of that, which was the biggest weaknesses it ever had. Next is external analysis, which is opportunities. Malaysia Airlines can take the opportunities to emerging the new markets and expansions of businesses, especially airlines in foreign market has give a huge opportunity to airlines to execute their business. Therefore, by doing this, not just can help to open the routes internationally to popular destinations to increase business, but also more services and choices to customer at airport facilities. Malaysia Airlines also can take opportunities to make an increasing in global presence of Malaysia Airlines by tie-ups and partnerships. This will help the company to be a strong and steady growth of annuity markets by giving a huge opportunities to company to extend their business. In threats, the threats of the Malaysia Airline is that the company is generating a tough name brand but faces the threat of a constant low interest system, which also due to huge competitions and pricing pressures on the company that it is become a threat that the company will have their lowest prices to extreme levels. In financial and equity market, recovery is seen that is actually a good sign to the company for their financial performance as well as the other companies, but now instead regulations are also a big threat for airlines and also for the other taxable organization. Intense competitions in life insurance has also made the survival airlines harder. Next is pastel analysis. P is political. The taxations of an obstacle during recessions, Malaysia Airlines reported a net loss of tax of 433 million in 2012 compared to a net loss of 2.52 billion registered for the 12 month ended 31 December 2011. Besides, the operational costs of the Malaysia Airlines are increasing due to newly imposed wage policy by the government, and also by increasing the life standard can give a very huge impact, which result a greater requirement of wage that can add to the burden on the operational costs. Next is E, which is economic. In economic, the rapid growth of fuel costs. Due to Ukraine crisis, the recent development showed that the fuel prices increasing up to £5. This is because of the exchange rate is fluctuating, which result deviations on revenue earnings. Other than that, the differentiated needs such as between luxury versus necessity. For the business travel, they see traveling as a requirement, but at the same time, the travelers also consider that traveling by airline as a luxury need. Next is social/cultural. In social or cultural, some people tend to have a psychological issue such as flight phobia. Due to that, the greater concerns on safety incidents like 9/11 and disappearance of MH370 and the recent incidents of plane crash. A research also shows that there is around 7% rise among the youth in considering traveling as a favorite holiday activity. Next is technological. In technological, increasing practice of online purchase because there is the applications of debit and credit on air ticket purchase. Besides, they also establish integrated communication system, interactive voice system, and the knowledge portal for reducing operational costs. Next is environment, which is E. In environment, there is a reduction of CO2 emissions and the growing practice of CSR activities. Some of the flights are usually delayed or there is flight failure caused by the natural hazard. Lastly is L, legal, which is there is expensive landing charges at gateway airports such as Bangkok, Beijing, Hong Kong, and Singapore. The tightly regulated aviation market by bilateral air rights agreements. I will pass the next slide to Uzma.
Thank you, Haziqah. My name is Uzma Farzana. I will explain about corporate strategy. Corporate strategy signifies actions for Malaysia Airlines to take it gaining its competitive advantage, specifically to help Malaysia Airlines in an advantage where they can control the market and maximize profit for a long period of time. It is improved strategy and at the same time giving them a great position in controlling the market. There are 4 corporate strategy in Malaysia Airlines. The first one is growth strategy. Malaysia Airlines are targeting to penetrate the international control the local market. Malaysia Airlines are trying to use its existing services and products to increase new sales. They are also achieve it by strengthening the bond with their customer to keep using its airlines and at the same time bringing new customer. Second one is corporate parenting. Malaysia Airlines as parent company of Mass Cargo, Mass Wings, Malaysia Airlines as the corporate parent can achieve a lot of profit. Malaysia Airlines can save costs in managing all of its subsidiaries company. The proper integration between the subsidiaries company can help them to derive its economic scale that will further move them in accomplishing their goals. The third one is strategic evaluation. Strategic evaluation is the most important part before all strategies been planned. The consistency of the strategies must be in a long term where the use of the strategies itself can benefit Malaysia Airlines in the coming years. It is obvious that now all of the strategies will become a success, but at least an initiative to evaluate the plan being done in order to minimize the risk. The last one is international strategy and globalization. Globalization is a worldwide issue where customers' needs and wants are being standardized. The positive and negative effect on any organization depending on how they cope and make use of the globalization. The globalization on fuel price, landing fees, and aircraft spare part prices are now standardized accordingly. They should use this opportunity to expand their wing in the international market.
Thank you, Uzma. I am Rafidah. I will present about business strategy and human resources strategy. Business strategy. First, business level strategy. It is crucial for Malaysia Airlines to implement and adapt to this strategy because it is a way for them to make use all of their resources and competency in their airlines industry. Second, industry life cycle. In any industry, introduction, growth, maturity and decline development stages have to go through, including industry products. Malaysia Airlines has gone through the introduction phase where they had been through a lot of difficulties through ups and downs since 1937. But unfortunately, Malaysia Airlines' final financial report has shown that the company is suffering from internal and external environment where they are facing profit losses. Malaysia Airlines is now in the growth stage where they are trying to impose a new efficient strategy to cover up their losses from 2008 to 2012. Factors that caused this financial downturn are the increasing price of the fuel, competitiveness of other airlines, poor marketing strategy, and high operating costs. The third, differentiation. Malaysia Airlines imposed differentiation strategy by creating various types of seat class such as economy class, business class, and first class. Malaysia Airlines has successfully competed in the airline price wars that led company to gain back profit in 2011. Human resources strategy. In May 2015, it was announced that the airline will be transferred to a newly founded Malaysia Airlines Berhad (MAB) by 1st September 2015. In the same year, Khazanah published the third recovery plan called the 12 MRP, enunciating the overall objective which were intended with the restructuring efforts. It is a framework against which the human resources will measure and communicate their achievement and progress to all relevant stakeholders, from the government to employees to customers. Besides, quarterly updates are issued internally and externally on the progress. In conjunction with that efforts, the Malaysia Airlines Human Resource Department have undertaken extensive communication about the restructuring plan. Here are three strategies implemented during the restructuring period. First, leadership walkabout. Leadership walkabout is about visits conducted by the top management of Malaysia Airlines Berhad to various departments of the business, including station. The visit was intended to provide the middle and low-level management employees with the opportunity to interact with the top management on one-on-one basis. On the other way around, top management will be able to identify issues faced by that particular department and to observe possible furtherance in working conditions as well as the business environment. Second, documented information. Documented information is effort done by the human resource in Malaysia Airlines Berhad in delivering information across the entire organization. The documented information are done to keep pace with the restructuring efforts. When the human resources are required to explain in detail about the decision taken, they will compile all the related information and frequently ask questions with answer in one channel for the employees to access whenever they need it. The aim is to deliver consistent and accurate messages. The last human resources strategy are training programs. Training program is whereby communication, information, and change management come about. The human resource had prepared scheduled training programs, either technical or leadership classes, in the attempt to instill the organization new culture, values, and expectation among employees. The human resources believe that that these training programs is another way to reach the employees to a feasible extent.
Thank you, Rafidah. My name is Christina. I will explain about the career opportunities in Malaysia Airlines. The first one is the co-pilot, second and first officer. The job description is that the co-pilot is the commander's deputy, is a member of the flight crew acting in piloting capacity other than commander. The job specification is one must be a Malaysian national, holds an SPM or diploma, a successful candidate for licensed pilot with flying experience. Additional requirements for candidates holding a CPL with a theoretical ATPL. Additional requirements for licensed pilot with experience. Knowledge of regulatory requirement and principles of flight. Sound flying skills with knowledge of operations discipline, specialized technical knowledge of current fleets in the system, and lastly, strong in interpersonal and communication skills, good analytical skill, and good at issue engagement. The second career opportunities in Malaysia Airlines is the senior procurement professional. The job description is to review and support head of procurement strategy and governance in monitoring procurement initiatives across group procurement. The job specification is that the applicant must have degree in any field, preferably in business management and supply chain management, work experience in similar roles in multinational companies, comprehensive understanding of end-to-end procurement process including related technology and automation, tender process and sourcing process. Strong ability to build relationship and network with multiple business units at the leadership level. Leadership and focus, creativity, project management, change management, adaptability, and strong communication skills are critical. Some of the key challenges in this position is that to manage change and resist to change, to ensure delivery excellence and building effective partnerships with suppliers and internal stakeholders. In conclusion, we learned that Malaysia Airlines Berhad have managed to overcome the ups and downs of its journey and coping with the changes quite well. Malaysia Airlines have proved that by the continuous improvement and extensive effort that they brought throughout the years, they still can compete in the industry and contribute to our economy. With the constant help and support from several organizations here in Malaysia, there is no doubt that Malaysia Airlines will continue to rise and achieve great things in the future. The most important thing is that the top management will formulate and implement effective strategies and approaches persistently. That's all from our group. Thank you.